So this is the third part of this session, which I'm going to begin with a short factual story which I call In Transit. And In Transit in a way sums up my life so far, because the amount of traveling I've done and the stopovers or layovers, as they sometimes refer to it as, has been numerous. In transit, at the airport next morning, there was a moment of high drama. A female member of the immigration staff warned about the use of passports. Preference should be given to the British passport instead of the one for St. Kitts Nevis. To exit the Cayman Islands, in order to avoid paying $100 departure tax, they hurried in the direction of the departure lounge. They ordered snacks and coffee from a vendor and chatted to the owner, who disclosed that his hobby was collecting foreign currencies from around the world. He showed them an album of his collection of currency notes, and yet he had not been able to collect anything involving yen or Japanese currency. They had Japanese currency, and in exchange it for US dollars with him. After they finished eating and drinking, they hurried to join the queue to board the Cayman Islands flight to Miami, Florida. It was a smooth flight, and the long wait for their flight to St. Kitts via Antigua didn't unsettle them. After returning to their rented apartment at Mattingly, in the capital Bastia of St. Kitts, they had no idea what to expect, but they knew what they had to do: become acquainted with the landlord and his family, the Maynards. Now, following that short story In Transit, a short poem in New Beginnings. New beginnings invalid, erased, leaving a trace of hesitancy, scribbled. And let me follow that with another short story. This one's called The Day After. It was Saturday, but Friday's memories lingered. They had made, for the first time, it wasn't perfect, but the potential was there. He recalled, as it gelled, how the dramatic and sudden change of weather outside had impacted them. And lights went out, and the music of Beethoven ceased to be audible. They didn't stop. Henry called the weather forecasts given by the meteorologist on Fox 45 the previous evening. As the rain, thunder, and lightning continued, Henry and Masha increased the tempo. Their exploration was a mutual one. Later, Masha telephoned Henry and related feelings of uncertainty regarding her feelings with their relationship. Henry's thoughts were particularly or partially preoccupied with the 1992 Olympic Games, which was being broadcast on NBC from Barcelona. When the expected call from Masha occurred, she was graphic in her questioning. It was important for her to know if he had been fulfilled. She expressed doubts regarding his assuring reply with, "I don't believe you." Henry succeeded in allaying unease with, "When we meet again at 3106 Pinckney Road, Baltimore, Maryland, tell me more about Pushkin and Pasternak." And closing this session out with poetry and music, first of all, a poem titled Music. Music in my ears, striving to accentuate what could be other than mystery. And finally, in this session, some music. This one is called Asu, which is the Japanese for tomorrow. And I can't remember the situation when this was written, but some music was composed for it, and as far as I can recall and remember, it was recorded here in Japan. So this is Asu, A-S-U, Asu. And Asu will be up as I continue to ad-lib, getting my mind back to what those two words that has been dogging me for the whole period of time I've been moving around the world. Realism and idealism, and the battle goes on. Okay.